I want to talk to you today about key principles for situational leadership. The idea behind this is that every situation is different and every person is different. The people you work with, the situations that you're in, actually influence how you will approach those different things. First, people need different styles of leadership depending on where they are in their development. You don't treat someone who is brand new to something the same way you treat someone who's done something over and over again. It's based on the situation. Their leader's role is to discover where someone is, apply an approach that meets them where they are, and then help them grow. Once you diagnose where someone is, you understand how to better lead them. If you are too far ahead in your expectations, they'll never catch up. If you're too far behind and you try to dictate what they're doing, they'll get frustrated with you because they already know how to do things. A person may be highly skilled and experienced in one aspect of leadership, but lacking experience or expertise in another. They may be very, very good at one part of the job, but not have any understanding another part of the job. Or because the situation is different, the team around them is different, or the resources are different, or the circumstances are different, and they may not know exactly what to do because they've never been in this experience or this situation before. As individuals develop, their leaders should adjust their approach and styles accordingly. You don't lead the same person the same way in year 10 as you would in year 1. You're going to approach them differently. Frequent personalized support is crucial for growth and motivation. People need to know not just the skills, but they need to have a relationship with the ones leading them, and they need to believe they have trust in those people. You support them. And finally, fairness is about giving people what they need to succeed, not treating everyone identically. And it's really more than just fair. It's strategic to meet people where they are and give them what they need in that moment. So let's talk more about this. This situational approach has a few steps to it. The first is we need to diagnose and agree together with the person we're leading on the developmental level. We'll call that the DL, the developmental level of the person or team in relation to the specific task or function or department. And again, they could be at a different developmental level in another part of the task or another responsibility in the department, but we're looking at specifically one area under their responsibility. And then after we do that, we create the development level, match the appropriate leadership style based on the evaluation and diagnosis of the person or team and their developmental levels. There are certain leadership styles that work best with certain developmental levels. And then finally, we set SMART goals that align with the organizational goals and priorities together. Look at the task at hand. We break it down into key objectives and key deliverables and what needs to happen and timelines and things like that, and move forward with that person. So what we're going to do today is look at the developmental levels, the DLs. This is part one, the diagnose and agree. Remember, this isn't you telling this person, this is where I think you are. It's a discussion between the two of you. You asking questions, where do you think you are? Think that. Can I give my response to that? And you have a discussion about these things. And typically, this discussion goes on two sides. The first is the competence side. It's the skills side. It's the ability side. It's the experience side. And then there's the commitment side, which is more on the motivational side, on the confidence side of things. So you've got competence and you've got commitment. On the competence side, we're going to use 4 levels. Someone who's a beginner, they've never done this before. Someone who's intermediate, they've done it a few times, but they're still got some skills to learn. They've still got some opportunities to grow. Advanced means they've gotten this, they've done it over and over again. They understand it. An expert means they could train others to do it. So they're beginner, intermediate, advanced, or expert. On the other side is the commitment level. This is about their motivational level, their confidence level. Sometimes when you start off, you're very enthusiastic. You're excited about it. You're excited, but you may not know what you're getting into. And sometimes that leads to an overwhelmed level where they've tried it for a period of time. They're an intermediate. They've tried it for a period of time, and they've failed so much that they're beginning to get discouraged or overwhelmed. And then there's those who actually have the skill set. They're advanced, but they're cautious, and you need to build encouragement. You need to build confidence in them. And then finally, you have the confident person, the person who knows what they're doing, and they know what they're doing, and there's just a confidence in what they do. All this creates this beautiful quadrant of understanding between where you have commitment and competence. Someone who is high in commitment but low in competence would be an enthusiastic beginner. Someone who is not high in competence and not high in commitment is an overwhelmed intermediate. They've tried it, they've failed, they're not sure they can do it, and they're discouraged by the situation. There are also those who have extremely high competence. In other words, their skill set is there, but their confidence is not there. And then finally, you have the confident expert, where their commitment, their motivation is high, and their competence is high. I'd love for you to take some time and think about some people in your area of ministry, in your area of work, and ask yourself, where are these people in my estimation? In future videos, we'll talk more about how to approach these people in the right way.